There's nothing quite like a cup of tea to warm you up on a chilly morning. Sean Condon is a local tea consultant from Perfect Cuppa Tea and is here to teach us about how to enjoy the flavors of fall. And you're Mr. T, is that right?
Yes, I am. I got my starter kit on today. I don't have the full Mr. T kit on, but I'm looking good today. So we're going to talk about, first we're going to start off with Tea 101, which is basically talking about the 4 true teas.
There are 4 true teas
yes.
here.
There's 4 true teas because they're made with the same tea plant, which is your Camellia sinensis.
Say that again, Camellia
sinensis
plant.
The plant, yeah. So that's the tea plant.
I think we have a picture of that.
Yes, we should.
We should, right?
If we don't, we can work around
We're
it.
here. Okay. Well, you're going to see that picture. There it is. And so these 4 teas are from this plant?
Exactly. So that's what we're talking about. That there's only 4 teas that come from it. And you're going to hear a lot about people drinking chamomile teas and mint teas and fruit teas. But those aren't coming from the true Camellia sinensis. Those are called infusions or tisanes because they're still steeped in the same way that
So what are our 4 teas here?
So what we have in front of us is we're going to start off here. Now this is your white tea. The white tea is coming from the early buds that come from the tea plant. So they're popped off and they're processed very lightly. If you think about processing teas, it's almost like a banana. It starts off at green, turns into a yellow, and then to a black when it's overripe.
These are variations of that plant. And that white tea tastes like what?
It's a very light flavoring because it's a brand new bud that comes off the tea plant.
Okay.
As we come across, the second one here is the green tea, which everyone talks about.
High in antioxidants?
High in antioxidants because it is less oxidized as the black teas. So you're getting a lot more health benefits from the oxidations or with the antioxidations of it. Talks about the free radicals that are in your systems, that the antioxidants, the polyphenols, come through and they mostly try to save your damaged cells. That a lot of people talk about comes from, it could happen with cancer or any kind of skin.
It can also help with weight loss.
Exactly, because it's a natural caffeine that comes off it. Funny thing about caffeine on tea is that the caffeine itself is on the outside of the tea leaves because what it is, it's got a bitter taste to it, so it kind of helps the bugs stay away from the tea plant.
Our third tea?
Third tea is oolong. Oolong is somewhere between your blacks and your greens. So as you can see, it's got a little purling to it, so it kind of curls up, and that's the same thing as the way it's processed. And then coming around to the end there, that is your black tea that everyone knows.
I love Earl Grey.
Of course, we have our own Earl Grey. Our company, most of our products are coming from steep tea. We are a loose leaf tea company. And then as we come across, I'm just talking about when we're here. Now the last one here I have in front of us is matcha. Matcha is a green tea, but the way it works is that it's powdered down, so you're getting all the flavoring and the antioxidation that you get from the green tea, but it's all powdered, so it's actually powders down the exact tea leaf as well. So you're eating the tea leaves. Similar to, it powders down, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna get it into water and then whisk it up, almost like iced tea, like if you had some from the store or something.
Sean, we have less than a minute, but you've steeped some tea here for us.
Yes. What we did here is we came across it, we did our harvest spice blend.
It smells great.
And what we did, instead of using hot water, we used apple juice. Because as long as it's a hot liquid, you could steep any type of tea in it.
And just really quickly, the difference between the loose tea and the traditional tea bags.
Right, so when you look at your loose leaf teas, it comes as it's cut is the loose leaf. And whatever comes off of the cuttings is basically what becomes your tea bag. So it's the dustings. I always like to say it's like if you had a 2x4 and you cut it off, the sawdust that comes off would be what comes into the tea bags. So you have some of the benefits, but you're not going to get a lot of the benefits that you get off of loose leaf teas.
The loose tea is definitely the most beneficial.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, goodness. We could talk so much more about tea,
And we'll be
Sean.
back on again. We'll talk about cooking with teas and other infusions and different ways of using tea.
Thank you so much. Still to come, we're